My name is Ben Brain. I'm a horse vet, qualified 21 years ago from Edinburgh Vet School, and I specialise in horses' breathing, mainly their upper airway, and we diagnose and operate on the problems at our clinic in Gloucestershire, not far from John Joe O'Neill's. This horse has been making a noise on the gallops and been disappointing in his races. Nothing to see at rest, so we're looking at him dynamically on the gallop with the scope up his nostril now. And we can see there what's going on. And we won't see anything, we don't expect to see anything until he's challenged and he's tired. So we'll make sure there's a horse up sides, and then we'll analyse the screen and we can see clearly what the problem is. So we've found the problem. His epiglottic folds are collapsing when he's under pressure. Had to do a lot of work before we saw it, but it's definitely significant, and hopefully there's a bit of improvement once we can sort it out. Okay, so now we've galloped the horse and we've filmed what the upper airway is up to, not only when the horse is just cantering along, but when the horse becomes under pressure with a horse joining it up sides. Now here, this horse is looking absolutely normal to start with. Nice larynx, lovely airway. It's very simple, this job. We've just got to make sure that the airway, which is the hole as we can see there, is clear. Cantering along, this horse is very happy, no problems. Under pressure with a horse upside, you can see things are starting to close up. If I slow it down, the soft palate is rising, the floor is rising up here, and the folds of the epiglottis are collapsing inwards. So if I freeze that through, you can see how this horse's airway is compromised by all these obstructions which should not be there. There. And what we'd like to do is go in with a laser, get hold of these folds and cut a section out of these to stop them collapsing inwards and unblock the airway. So we're just going to laser this fold now. Come out of this spatula. Oh, that's lovely. Got that. So we just make sure we don't do any harm. Is the most important thing. So this is hugely magnified. It looks enormous, but it's only about 4 or 5 mils wide.
I've known the Brain family for a long time, way back when I was riding for Gordon Richards just a few years ago, and they did all the wind operations, and Ben has taken over from his dad, and now Ben does it all, so it's a long association, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good family business. My father was a pilot in the war, and when he came out, he qualified as a vet, mad keen about racing. So even though everyone told him not to go into horses, he went into horses because he's a hunter at heart. And his first boss was an amazing guy, an army vet who did the Hob Day surgeries on all the mules during the First and Second World Wars. And that was just to keep them quiet behind when they're on manoeuvres. And so my father got a good grounding from him, and he started doing it in racehorses about, well, the 1950s, and then handed over to me. I came quite late in the day. I've got quite a few older brothers and sisters, but I was lucky they didn't go into it, so it was left for me. So I've done it for about 20 years now and slowly getting the hang of it.